The one thing I've found is that a lot of times I see all these things on Facebook constantly. People saying the judging is not fair, this, that, and the other, and it never will be. The only way it'll be fair is if we judge apples to apples. One problem. You don't want it to be apples to apples because then you say, oh, we all look alike. If you cannot give judges standards that we're all looking for the same thing, then we cannot judge fairly. But then stop saying, oh no, we don't want these standards because then we all look alike like ballroom dancers. So either get over the attitude and say that every judge is going to have their own opinion. It might not be yours, and don't judge them if they don't see it. And they could be somebody that has one couple in 10th and another judge had them first, because we are not. It's when they see you, and even still, when we're all looking at the same thing in the spotlight, we're not judging apples to apples. We are judging a fruit basket, and the judges, they're going to pick whatever they like in that fruit basket. Mm-hmm. And until we have standards, it will never, ever be a fair contest. So get over it.
All right.
But have fun. Don't give up the fun. Mm-hmm. And it's all about having fun. Unfortunately, I feel that sometimes we take the fun out of it because all that emphasis is about competition and winning. Mm-hmm. And the problem is people stop doing the creativity side of it. They start seeing some of the things that maybe the pros do that they can get away with because they have a solid foundation. They see some of the tricks, and the lower levels think it's only the tricks. No, it's their solid foundation. Having good solid basics, having good quality of movement. Unfortunately, the lower levels are trying to do all these tricks when they don't have that foundation, and it doesn't feel good to anybody or their partners. And also sometimes as judges, we can see that disconnect. You're only dancing for yourself. All I see is two people holding hands that are not connected.
Everyone that gets on the dance floor is going to be tense because they're trying so hard to impress a judge. The judges are I'm looking at, what are you doing in your feet? What are you doing to what is the follower doing? Are you guys in sync with each other? Are you just standing there and you stop and there's no basic that I'm recognizing? Because when I judge from the floor up. I say, okay, let me see what kind of basic he's doing. 1, 2, tap, then I start to count with you. If I don't see a rhythmical, a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, and it's just 1, 2, stop, 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 and then I see arms trying to move that partner, and then the partner's doing this, then is say that you're in a preliminary and I'm looking at that partner, they're not matching to matching, and I'm judging a leader. I'm saying, well, he's first of all not giving her what she's needing. He's out of my top 10, or he's out of my top 15. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at your feet, relationship from the partner and what she's responding, and then I'm saying, what is he hearing in the music? When I look at people, I look at the relationship first, Tim. And then when I look at the relationship, I say, okay, there's something that's not happening because that guy's looking this way and that lady's looking that way, or that guy's looking down, that lady's looking up. There's no relationship. You have to be able to say, hi, how are you? Let's dance together. That's the reason why you dance with someone, is to say, I want to have that relationship for that moment so we can tie in as one. Okay. But if there's not, if these guys cannot bend like that and they're going like this, then there's something going on, whether it's in the connection, whether it's in the feet, whether it's in an emotional state of mind, and that's where disconnections happen.
So teamwork is pretty important.
Teamwork is very important.
Even in prelim.
You betcha.
Okay.
When I'm in a preliminary, I'm always about the partner.
Really ask yourself, why are you competing? I find that a lot of students, regardless of age, they jump into competing because it's what you should do or it's what everyone else is doing, and there's really an undefined reason for them going in. They're not really clear on why they're competing, and so there can be a lot of murky feelings that come up. So if you're going in there to just have fun and have it be another way of drawing someone new that you maybe never danced with or don't dance frequently with, because social dancing, maybe they're not out or whatnot. If that's the reason why you're going out, stay with that, stick with that. If you're going into competition to really get a lot of points or get the awards, you know, ask yourself, are the actions that you're doing outside of events in alignment to support that goal in masters or any division for that fact? I feel a lot of people go to compete and they want to place top 5, but they're not putting in the time and effort outside of events to support that choice. So they get really disheartened when they don't see their name on the finals list or they're not called top 5, you know? So really identify what's your purpose in competing and stick to that purpose. And if you need to adjust the action steps outside of the event to support that, then do that. And if you're not going to make those changes, like practice more, take more lessons, things like that to support your goal, and you don't see your name on the list, then, you know, don't be so disheartened. You have to have steps that are in alignment with your goals.
You know, swing is very much a rhythmical dance. We do have our, you know, step, triple step for a reason. I would really focus on utilizing the traditional, you know, walk, triple step, or that rhythm. If you do find yourself doing too many walks, then the dance now is not rhythmical anymore. So part of swing is the feet. So even though we have great upper body movement and we see great body flight, our feet also still has to somewhat resemble what swing was and is. Very rhythmical. It's definitely in the lower range, have good solid basics. Part of the reasons that this foundation is so important as a leader and follower is if you're a good leader and you know when to turn your follower on the correct foot, let's say they are so basic that they only could do a triple step, not a variation of a triple step. You want to make sure that they're on the correct foot for that turn. And the only way to truly do it correctly and be where you look like your lead and follow is to know the basics and do them well. If you are an advanced dancer, you know, trying to do a variation, you need to still be able to lead and follow within that variation. But if you don't know or have the foundation for swing to be able to do it in a basic sense, then trying to do a variation may not or could be better. It just depends if you're doing it correctly. If you're talking about competing, then, you know, stay true to what is swing to you. So if you are a footworking person, you know, stay true to you. If you are more in the patterns, styles, push flavor, dance what you feel that is you. I would say don't compromise what is your swing, because you look happy when you dance your swing. You look like you are leading and following when you're dancing your swing.